Well, today I'm just going to do a short video on how to clean the carby on a 9.9 Yamaha, and I'll run you through the processes. Now, one thing that we need to do is we need to get ourselves some gloves, because some of the things in here are really not good for your skin. It doesn't say anything about that on the instructions from that brown there. Anyway, yeah, I'll run you through it. So now I've got the hood off. I'm just going to take off some of these linkages, like this one here. That's actually for the throttle, and some of these other ones connecting the choke up, which is right here. Yeah, on the larger models, I'm pretty sure these bolts here, these 4 bolts, besides that grounding bolt there, this one here, I'm pretty sure that the carburetor on the 25s and 15s, it goes on the side here, but the 9s, it's on the front. So you're going to need a couple of screwdrivers, something to pop those links off, and a couple of 10mm bolts in the front there that we've got to take off the air cleaner to take the carby off. Alright, I'll pop that off and we'll get into the carby. So now I have those linkages removed. You can see I've got this one here, I've loosened that one off, and also the choke down here, it's also undone. This little one down here, you can't really see it. The other thing you got to do is come around to here, and you got to take off the fuel line that's just coming in, just right in here. So that's got to come off, and then we should be able to unscrew the carby from the front. Oh, let's see how we go. Alright, now I have the carburetor out. See, we want to be getting into this top section here by taking out these 4 screws. There's the throttle body, and then we've got the choke on this side. You can actually, it's got a couple of choke settings there, you can sort of see it branching across. Yeah, and then that's the carburetor body. But what we want to get into is in here. There should be a high and a low speed valve. We want to give them a good clean out before we get across the other side over here and take the diaphragm out and give that a good clean there too. Alright, well I'll take these 4 screws out and I'll give you a look what's inside. Alright, now we have the top off the carburetor, and we can see here that we have the there's one needle valve there, and then we have a rubber grommet that we've got to take off. So we just pull that off there, and then we can see, I'm not sure if you can see, and then there's another one we've got to take out there. One's the idle valve, one's the high speed. We've got to take them out and give them a good clean. I'm going to go and get some gloves. Like I said, I don't want to be getting toluene on my hands. It will never leave your system if you get it on your hand, so not a good idea. Anyway, I'm going to get some gloves and I'm going to take those needle valves out, and I'll give you a look when I get them out. Well, now we have the carburetor apart. I'm going to go and give this a good spraying all over with a carby cleaner and get all this sort of crap out of in there. Come around to the other side, sort of spray around underneath the float. I'll see if it can go down. There we go. Underneath there, and down inside there as well, where the needle valves were. And I'll just go and show those needle valves so you can get an idea of what they look like. We have one little one here. Now you can see that someone else has gotten into this before I have. Probably had some issues before. A bit hard to show you, but anyway, it doesn't look all that pretty. Come on, focus. Well, you can see it's been chewed up. There we go. Sort of focus for a second there. Anyway, that's sort of one of them. They've got these little holes in the side, which is very hard to focus on. I'll get the larger one, so this will probably focus a bit better. Just like the small valve, they've got a lot of holes in it. They get blocked up. When I took the idle valve out, it had a bit of shit that came out with it. Going to give all these a good spray over too with the carby cleaner, and yeah, just make sure you get your gloves on, impervious gloves. That's what you want. All right, we'll get to it. Yeah, don't get it on your hands. Well, that's the carby all back together. Hopefully the way it all went back together. Pretty sure I put it all back together right. I'm going to put that back in, but before I put that back in, I'm going to pull out the spark plugs and have a look at them. Well, here's one of the spark plugs. Doesn't look terrible. There's no like burning on it or anything. Yeah, it's got a little bit of carbonisation on it, but what do you expect for a two-stroke, you know? Certainly no burning, so yeah, look how big that anode is on there. It's giant compared to like some of those Iridian spark plugs or something. Anyway, I'm going to go and give this a clean with a wire brush, and I'm going to poke him back in and pull the other one out and do the same thing. Alright, cheers. Well, it certainly looks better after a bit of a clean up. Yeah, still a bit in that corner there, I'll try and get out. But yeah, certainly looking better. Well, this one sort of seems a little bit cleaner than the other one, but what can you expect for a two-stroke? You know, I'll give this a clean up and I'll put him back in as well. Well, here we go. I'll give it a little start. I just gave it a little start before. The choke seemed to be working well. I just disconnected all the fuel hose. I'll give it another little pull. Well, now I'm definitely not going out in the boat. Definitely out of the rain.